Yeah, good shot. Okay, welcome to the Nest at Brynhill Golf Club. Once again, joined by another one of our sort of famous members in the way of no other than Kyron Sullivan, ex-European Tour professional, Challenge Tour professional, many accolades over his golfing career, and also a Brynhill member and Brynhill first team captain. So I thought we'd get Kyron in today for a quick chat, particularly because recently Kyron's had another accolade to his achievements, which is the course record at Brynhill, which stood for 20 years. That Andrew Dodd held for a long time, which was a 65 by Andrew, but Kyron decided to go out and shoot 64, which, fair play, that's pretty impressive on the new course, as I call it, because the course has changed for over the last 25 years and it's got longer. But I thought we'd have a quick chat with Kyron just to see what his thoughts are with that 64 and how he felt the round went, and just sort of his approach to how he went about doing it through its round itself. So Kyron, welcome to the Nest. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Leon, and it's a pleasure to be in the Nest and fine-tuning the game the last few months since it's been up and open. It's nice to get some high-tech quality measure, really, and that's what we're here for, is to measure your game, measure your yardages, measure your improvement, and how you can improve, really. It's a fantastic technology. It's a great place to be and great place to keep learning, really.
Yeah, definitely go alongside that, Kyron, with obviously our new simulator here, and I'm sure you've been using it recently. I know I've seen you in here a few times getting the best out of it. Just like to sort of go on to the course record if we can, and how that went. And I know a 64 round here is no mean feat. So during that round, did you feel you were obviously doing well and you were going to achieve this particular score as you were going along?
Yes. Obviously, sad to miss the club championship qualifying this year with being away on holidays, and the next thing for me was the captain's prize. So, tried to get the game in shape, in readiness for that, and playing with two great friends and two great competitors, Scott, your brother, Scott Warren, and Scott Bowman, which we always tend to have a little bit of competition with. So, we both played nicely on the front nine. I was 3 under after 9, and then bogeyed 11, which a lot of people will mention, especially in the club. What happens on the 11th? What happens on the 11th? Where, again, I hit a really good drive, just a yard left, bounced left, ended up taking a penalty drop, but still went for the green in 2, knowing that, there's a good score to be had. Missed the green left, didn't get up and down, and it's 2 under after 12. Mr. Bowman, he actually birdied the 12th to get to 2 under. So again, being as competitive as we are together, it was good to have that. And then, just went on a run of 6 birdies, which was birdie 12, good shot, 25 feet, 20 feet, knocked it in, great. Hit a great shot into about 10 feet on 13, which was really good. 14, hit a lovely shot in actually, but just past the flag. 18 feet, knocked it in, and then you're thinking, obviously 15 par 5 up the hill gives you an opportunity. Knocked it in the bunker in 2, got up and down. No, I didn't actually. It was it was actually, I missed it just long.
Yeah,
that was last week. Missed it just long, and almost slipped out for 3 there.
wow,
So.
Okay.
And coming off 15, I really thought, 6 under here, there's a bit of pressure. Thinking, course record. And I knew the two Scots were sort of like aware of it, and I thought to myself, well, come on, if you make 3 birdies, you can actually finish 9 under. Setting your expectations, and that was really the defining moment for me. And I just thought, come on 16, and hit 7 iron to about 10 foot past the flag, and it was a great shot. And again, I just thought, come on, if you birdie these next 3 holes, you can really, shoot 9 under and hold that putt. 17 again, a little nervous, and you can feel that pressure mounting. And again, thinking, make birdie here. Hit a lovely 3-wood up the middle, and it wedged to about 4 feet. And I just thought, great, let's knock this in now, But again, you can feel that pressure, and you go into your pre-shot routine, your mental pre-shot routine, and then your physical pre-shot routine. And
Yeah, I come into on that because I mean I'm sure the adrenaline was flowing,
Yeah.
you know, and I know those sort of situations, the blood starts pumping a little bit, and that adrenaline can sometimes be a negative thing, as you can kind of just take over those emotions a little bit, and that feel factor goes. But how did you manage to control that? You say pre-shot routine. I think that's a good way of sort of coping with that mechanism.
yeah, you get the butterflies in the belly. You know where you are, and I think again, if for anybody who says they're not nervous, you know, if you're not nervous, you don't care really. And that 18th tee shot was okay, you know, whereas previously I've been trying to turn it over and get a long way up there and, you know, hit that perfect shot. I was stood there thinking, come on, just let's get it down the middle really and give yourself an opportunity and hit a good shot just up the right side, and then hit 3-wood just to the front edge. And again, that little pitch into 18, it was pretty firm around the green, but the greens were quite soft that day. So again, that little negative pops into your mind and you're thinking, okay, I've got it up and down for 63. Don't knife it over the back, you know, but those little demons do come in.
They do, yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, let's give it a try and hit not the best of chips to about 15 feet. I thought it was good, just spun a little bit, 15 feet short, and again, could feel the pressure mounting. It is, course record, and just tried to go through my routine. And actually, I thought, right, my last putt, I'm going to hit it. The adrenaline's pumping. I'm going to hit it high and let it turn, give it a little bit of extra break. But again, the adrenaline pumped in and just hit it through the break to, again, 2.5 feet coming back, which was really nervous. As I look back on it, it was nerves.
Yeah.
Glad to obviously hold that putt in 64. And it took a while to sink in. You know, the night you're looking at that, thinking about Andy Dodd, which I played a lot of golf with as an amateur. But for a course record to be there for 20 years is obviously on a difficult course. That was a great round of golf, you know. And
so also, just to sort of come in on there, and did you get that sort of thing all good players get when we're in that sort of zone, as I call it, that where the field swing just feels like really good, your time and your tempo feels really good, not much could go wrong? Were you in that kind of environment when you were playing?
Yeah, again, I've been playing pretty well all year with a really good swing feeling, and really honing my numbers in here, really, just to get that distance control through my mid-irons, but also to know what my maximums are as well. So to, again, under pressure, how far can I hit it? But yeah, really enjoyed it. And again, I say, you know, it's not until you actually reflect on that round that you think about it. And 20 years is a long time.
It is a long time, and obviously with Andrew being a great amateur himself and holding that for a long time, and the course has been getting difficult, I guess, over the years with the maturity of the course as it's been growing, and the trees and the definition of the course getting harder. But no mean feat, Kyron, and so, you know, congratulations on that 64. I mean, fantastic round, and let's see if it's going to stand for another 20 years. So
that's the thing. I came off the course and I just thought, well, it could be beaten next week. It could stand for another 20 years or another 25 years. However, somebody could go out there and break it. And, you know, and again, I know that's possible now. You know, again, to have a birdie at the last, you know, which is a reachable par 5. I know it can be done. And a lot of people joked, what happened on the 11th, you know? So, again, if you do make birdie on there, you know, there is the score out there.
it just goes to show with amateur golfers, isn't it? You know, if you could start poorly or you pick up a couple of double bogeys, it doesn't mean the end of the round. You just got to hold in there and sometimes reflect that the fact that it's gone. You're gone to the next hole, and you know, you're going to try again. So never sort of give up in that respect, isn't it? You always keep pushing.
That's what brings us back every day. You know, every hole is a birdie hole, but every hole is a bogey hole or a double bogey, especially at Bryn Hill. You know, every hole is difficult. There's no easy hole out there.
Sure.
There's not many that you can open your shoulders and just hit it as hard as you can. You know, you've got to be in position. But again, there's lots of danger out there as well, missing it the wrong side, you know, bunkers here, out of bounds there, and it's just placing yourself around this course.
So, I mean, just come off tangent a little bit, and you've been a member here for, well, we were kids, weren't we? I mean, what old were you when you joined here? Were you 10, 9, 10, 11? I can't remember.
13, 14, yeah, 12, 13.
So, you know, you've been here a long time, you've seen how it's changed, and, you know, as a golfer going forward, I mean, you've been on the European Tour, you've been a Challenge Tour player, you've played a high-level golf. Where are you now? I know you've got your amateur status back. Are you a first-team captain here? You're playing county golf. I guess you've still got ambitions, I'm sure, because you're still young.
Still young, yeah, 48 years young, and 50s approaching. So, yeah, looking to get the game in shape. Never say never. Seniors Tour, potentially, if it is realistic, if I set my ambitions there, you know, but you've got to get everything else in line, and that's family as well, and obviously finances, and the freedom to go out and play, really. So hopefully, you know, over the next 18 months, 2 years, that if everything does drop in line, still got the ambition there to go on and win. And I'm seeing now people like Rob Coles and obviously Steve Dodd, you know, Bradley Dredge, go into that senior game. Sean Baird, Gary Houston, you know, they'd all turned 50 the last 5-6 years, and they've, you know, been successful. So it's seeing those people who I have played with on the main tour, the Challenge Tour, and
it's keeping the fire going, isn't it? You know, we're all competitive, and I think at the end of the day, that competitiveness is what we enjoy. So the fact that you still got those ambitions is great, really, to see. Coming back to Bryn Hill itself, lots going on here at the moment. It's been some real positive stuff going around with the club and the changes that are going on. What's your thoughts on all of that at the moment?
It's fantastic, you know, and I'm so glad that Scott Warner's come on board as general manager. You know, the last 12 months we've seen it, you know, really, you know, it takes a while to get that transition and get that positive impact, you know, especially with the traditions of golf clubs. You know, the course is getting better, the club is getting better. You know, this is a fantastic facility, you know, state-of-the-art facility, you know, which, again, you can measure. You know, you measure your improvements, you can measure your ball swing speeds, you can play different courses, and that's what's given me really the ambition, the motivation to you know, keep improving really and keep getting better. And long may it continue as well. You know, obviously your appointment as director of golf is looking at that long-term future, because we had such good fun as juniors here. You know, and it makes me smile every time. You know, I mean, there was a lot of good golfers with yourself, Yeston Taylor, Calvin, Dottie. That ambition, you know, you're playing with these guys who are going out there, winning British amateurs, winning British boys competitions, you know, Yeston winning the Welsh amateur. It gives you that inspiration and the belief to... I
was going to say that's kind of what inspired you, like all of us, wasn't it? We were all driven by, I guess, Steve Dodd initially, and then that sort of backing up of all these juniors that came through the ranks over the years, and the fact that you guys are all still here in some ways, and the fires are still burning. But I think that history to the club is still there, and the fact that we want to take it on that next stage is good as well. So, I mean, a quick little question. I mean, what would be your favourite four ball at the moment? Who would you love to play golf with in your four ball?
Oh, my favourite four ball is... What I really enjoy is having a game with the boys, you know, and professional golf is... You know, I've been very lucky to play with, you know, Retief Goosen, Luke Donald, Monty, Westwood, a lot of the top players, you know, Martin Kaimo, we got our cards the same year, you know, and it's great to play with them, and Jamie Donaldson, the great Welsh players. But favourite four ball, Palmer, Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, and McIlroy really. Played a few holes with him in Scotland when he was playing in Carnoustie, and a few holes on Kings Barnes. But he just has so much balance, so much power. I think it's, you know, the golf swing that I would aspire to be like now, really.
Yeah, I was just watching you hit some shots here. We were having a go at Pebble Beach, and like I said, this is so realistic now. But I guess trying to keep in shape as well is another thing, isn't it? We're getting old now. Our body's not the same as it used to be when we were young, and I think do you tend to do any sort of exercise now to keep yourself supple?
That was the other family, finances and fitness really, which we'll look towards the next 12 to 18 months really. And I used to do a lot of stretching, yoga and Pilates, more so than the physical running and weights and things. I play a lot more golf through the summer, but I've been a bit lazy, to be honest.
So it's a bit like time as well. Time is in essence when you're working as well, and you've got a young family. So these things become pressures, don't they? But the fact that you're still playing is great, and to certainly have you as part of Bryn Hill Golf Club as well is superb. So, like I said, we're really happy to have you here, and thanks for coming along today. And like I said, congratulations on a fantastic course record here at 64. Now, if any of you guys would like to come down and have a look at what we got to offer here, it might be membership that you might be thinking of during the club, or just maybe some golf lessons, or just a chit chat about the golf club. Please come down and visit us here at Bryn Hill Golf Club. But I just want to say, Kyron, thanks for your time, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank
and
you,
congratulations once
Pleasure.
again.
Lovely to be here.
Thanks, Kyron. Until next time, we'll catch up soon. We'll probably have another video soon. But next time, thank you very much.